Have you ever felt like someone smiles at you, talks normally, but something just doesn't fit? A strange vibe, a silent tension, a feeling that's hard to explain. Hatred isn't always loud. Often, it hides behind politeness, light jokes, and false gestures of kindness. And understanding these signs completely changes how you protect yourself emotionally. There's a big difference between disliking someone and secretly despising them. Those who simply don't like you tend to keep their distance. Those who secretly despise you stay close, watching, comparing, waiting for you to slip. And that's precisely why these signs are subtle but constant. The first sign shows in how a person reacts to your successes. No matter how big, it could be something simple. A personal achievement, good news, a positive change. The reaction is never clear. There's no real joy. Sometimes it's an overly neutral comment, sometimes a disguised joke, sometimes an awkward silence. It's not explicit envy, it's discomfort. When someone secretly despises you, your progress bothers them more than your mistakes. The second sign is in the questions. People like this ask questions that seem like interest, but always steer towards comparison. They ask how much you earn, how long it took, who helped you, how you managed. Not to learn, but to measure. There's always an attempt to place themselves above you or diminish what you've done. If you notice every conversation turns into an invisible competition, that's a red flag. The third sign is how this person treats you when no one is watching. In public, respect. In a group, politeness. One-on-one, little cuts. Mild sarcasm. Backhanded remarks. Comments that leave you confused, wondering if you're overreacting. This is one of the most dangerous signs because it creates self-doubt, and constant doubt weakens you. The fourth sign appears when you make a mistake. Someone who secretly despises you pays close attention to your stumbles. And interestingly, they seem more present in these moments than in the good ones. Sometimes they show up with unsolicited advice. Sometimes with phrases like, "I knew it," or "it was predictable." There's no genuine support. There's a certain silent relief when you fall. The fifth sign is selective absence. This person doesn't disappear completely. They choose when to appear. They vanish when you're doing well. They show up when you're vulnerable. Not to help, but to observe. To gather information. To feel better. In comparison, it's a cold behavior, but extremely common. The sixth sign is the most ignored of all. The body speaks. The eyes don't match the smile. Their posture changes when you arrive. There's rigidity. Small signs of impatience. Subtle interruptions. It's not something obvious, but your body notices before your mind does. If something always makes you feel uncomfortable around someone, it's not for no reason. Now, pay attention to something important. These signs don't appear just once. They repeat. Someone who secretly despises you establishes a pattern. In isolation, each action seems like nothing much. Together, they form a clear picture. Many people ignore these signs because they believe they're overreacting, or because they prefer to keep the peace, or because they're afraid of seeming paranoid. But ignoring patterns is emotionally costly. You don't need to distance yourself from everyone. You don't need to build rigid barriers. Just adjust the level of access. Trust isn't all or nothing. It's a fine-tuning. Now, if this topic made you remember real situations, I really want to know. Write in the comments just a number from 1 to 6, indicating which sign you recognize the most. No explanations, just the number. This helps other people realize they're not alone. And if you think no one has ever secretly despised you, that's okay too. Write 0. Honestly, it will be interesting to see how many people feel this way. Talking about this is uncomfortable because it shatters a comfortable illusion that everyone around you is neutral or well-intentioned. Life is more complex, and realizing this doesn't make you cold. It makes you aware. You don't need to change who you are. You don't need to become hard. You just need to see better. In the end, understanding these signs isn't about distrusting everyone. It's about stopping yourself from getting hurt repeatedly by those who never had good intentions. And when you learn to identify this early, something changes. Your circle becomes lighter. Your energy is preserved. Your silence grows stronger. If this video made sense to you, comment that number now. And if you want, say whether you think these signs are easy or hard to notice in daily life. Let's talk about it in the comments.